Ben Martin
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
And I do promise and covenant
And I do promise and covenant
before God and these witnesses
before God and these witnesses
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
in plenty and in want,
in plenty and in want,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
I told you everything would be fine. Besides, when do you hear about anybody steal a wedding cake?
Well, I didn't think anything would be wrong, but I just wanted to make sure everything was right.
There's probably some women's logic in that, but I don't know where.
Oh, Jeff! Everything has to be perfect for Lori. Oh, didn't she look beautiful today?
Oh, and so did you. Just beautiful. That's what I call wedding bells.
Would you settle for horns?
Anything but second fiddle.
It's cut the cake time.
Peter, you touch that cake and I'll frost your hide.
Hi, Peter.
Oh, Scott, wasn't she beautiful?
Yes.
Hey, Mom, you should have bought her that dress a long time ago.
Oh, Peter.
Hello, Mitch. Welcome. Come on in.
Wedge, Scott. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Mr. Davis, why don't you start calling me Scott? It's a little less formal.
Sure.
Less like a grandfather.
Get your coat.
I do appreciate your help, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff. Does one have to wear one's shoes at reception?
If one wants to stay, one does.
Oh. Hi, Nancy. Thank you.
Hi, Alex.
Scott, you're getting a fine son-in-law.
Thanks.
Oh, Terry, Lori was so beautiful today.
She thanks you, Alex. Marie, Warren.
Hello,
Welcome.
Marie. Hello. Good to see you. Warren, how are you?
Here they go again.
It's beautiful. Do you like it? You went off. You have such a professional look about you.
Oh, really? Well, it's probably the fancy duds.
Oh, come now. Some men just can't hide it.
You're right. No, I can't hide it. As a matter of fact, I can't even find it.
Okay. Bye-bye. Hello, Ione.
Oh, your little girl looks just like Cinderella.
Flying French is not ours anymore.
Oh, a son is a son until he takes a wife, but a daughter's a daughter all of her life.
Thank you, Ione. That's beautiful.
Are you wishing I was a girl, Moo?
Oh, my goodness. Come on. I want you to tell me more about this rascal's child.
Excuse me, Terry. I'd like you to meet Sam.
Hello,
Terry.
Sam. Welcome to our home.
Well, thank you. It's really nice to meet you. Jean's told me a lot about you and Scott.
Yeah, but she decided to come along anyway, so.
Oh.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad she did.
I am
Hey, Doug.
Hello.
All through the afternoon, I've been just wanting to talk to you.
Is that right?
You have such a professional look about you. Tell me, are you an attorney?
No, sorry, I'm not an attorney. I'm a lawyer.
Oh, what's the difference?
About $50 an hour.
Russ, Becky.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Davidson.
Well, come on in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It seems not so long ago that I was sending Lori off on her first day of school, and Ben was only playing doctor.
Oh, come on, ladies. You sound like the charter members of a rocking chair set. This is a day of celebration.
I agree. She's right, Marie.
Nora.
Oh, Scott. Scott, I want you to meet Fred Milner.
That's Francis Miller.
Where?
No. I'm Francis Miller.
Oh.
Oh, well, hello, Francis.
It's so nice to meet you, sir. I've seen your newscast. You look much younger on television.
Thank you, Fred.
I thought you said it was Francis.
Hey, everybody. It's Ken and Barbie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present Dr. and Mrs. Ben Martin. May I propose a toast to Ben and Lori. May your marriage, blessed this day by God, prosper and grow. May you find much happiness and joy and
And at least one baby boy.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that, won't we, Daddy?
Lori?
Would you do us the honor of cutting the cake?
Oh, it's so beautiful. I hate to cut it.
Come on. Okay, show me what to do.
Okay, put your hand on top of mine.
Take your time.
Okay.
Don't knock it down. Oh! There you go. Easy. There you go,
Lori.
Now don't miss that mouth.
Husband, dear?
With this cake, I do thee wed.
Nancy, maybe this is the day for us, too.
What day is that, Mother?
The day we forgive each other, the day we forget the past, the day we start over.
Mother, dear, why don't you just go ahead and start without me?
So where are you and Ben gonna live? In the dorm?
No. Come on, we tried looking for a place, but, you know, we simply didn't have the time.
Avoid any place over a market, Laura.
Why? Is it a problem?
No, not if you don't mind the smell of old produce, fresh fish, neon lights, electronic door chimes. Great.
You won't be there forever.
I think we already have been.
I guess we'll move into Ben's apartment.
How is it?
Early day macho, wall-to-wall tacky.
A challenge, right?
A challenge to find another place.
How long are you going to be gone for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks of sun, fun, and food. That's a pretty good life.
I'll probably come back a porker.
Yeah? Have you been on a boat before?
Well, I went fishing with my dad once.
I'm going to miss you, Laura.
You're talking like I'll never be back.
Once I had a friend named Lori Davidson. She's Mrs. Ben Martin. You know?
Still very much your friend, Becky.
Sure, we'll all four of us go out to dinner when you get back.
Russ came to the wedding, Becky. It's all in the past now.
I hope so, Mrs. Martin. I hope so.
Hey, Jeff, you have any plans for tonight?
Nothing special. What do you got in mind?
Yeah, I thought maybe a friendly little game of cards.
Well, now count me in, gentlemen. I'll even provide the chips and dip.
Hey, Ben, what about you? You want to join in?
Tonight? No, I have other plans for tonight.
Oh, just a game in front of the TV or something, huh?
Not exactly.
Well, now, just what is it you're planning to do tonight?
Well, I just thought I'd turn in early.
Oh,
yeah, it's been a long day.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry you couldn't make it too, Aunt Ruth. Yes, I'll be sure to send you some pictures. I love you too. Goodbye. Hi.
Hi. Well, all those people running around, I never thought I'd get a chance to bump into you.
I'm really glad you decided to come, Russ.
Wouldn't have missed it. As a matter of fact, I once thought that you and
Russ, I'm now Mrs. Ben Martin. That means certain things just don't get said anymore.
I know who you are, Lori. I was there, remember? And just because certain things don't get said doesn't mean certain things aren't felt.
Okay, I agree. There'll always be a special place in my heart for you, Russ. But now I'm another man's wife. Not because I have to be, but because I choose to be.
Did you? I mean, come on, really? You chose to be? It hasn't been that long, Lori. Sure you didn't do this just to get back at me?
I'm sure. I really love Ben.
Yeah, I can remember hearing those words before. And they were meant for me.
That's true. I did love you. But Russ, obviously, it wasn't the kind of love that you can build a life on.
Well, I guess we'll never find out now, will we?
Russ, I already know. Russ, don't punish yourself, okay? It wasn't a contest. You know, you didn't lose. We were in love. Can't we now at least be friends?
Friends? Yeah. We can be friends.
Russ!
My.
It's not what you think.
At least not yet. You want me to watch the door? Hi, my name is Nancy. I don't believe we've met. Francis, hold this a minute.
Sure. Hey, listen, maybe you'd like to come over and watch... Hi, Beck. I was just getting something to drink. Hey, have you met Nancy?
Is that why Lori just rushed out of here?
I think I'll just go check the ice in the punch.
You know something, Becky? Sometimes you're a real drag.
You know something, Russ? Sometimes you're a real jerk.
Don't let your mouth get you into trouble.
Don't let yours get you into trouble.
Come on, Becky.
Russ, either you get it together or this is going to be the only wedding we ever attend together.
Come on. I don't know what you think, but I haven't done anything.
Sure, because you haven't had enough time. Russ, we can't go on this way. Either you love me or you don't.
Oh, you know that I love you.
Why, because you say it? That's not enough, Russ. I have to feel it in here. Saying it isn't enough. Hearing it isn't enough. You have to live it.
Oh, boy. Is this it now, huh? Is this where you're gonna give me the big marriage pitch again?
All right, what if it is?
Becky, I love you, but I'm not gonna get married. Not when someone's pressuring me into it. I didn't marry Lori that way, and I won't marry you that way.
Russ, there's something that I have to tell you.
Well, it can wait.
No.
I came to this little wedding because you insisted on it. And now it's turned into a real drag, just like I knew it would. Just one more word out of you, Becky. And you can explain to Mrs. Lori Martin and the Davidsons why you have to find a new place to stay. Is that clear? I'm gonna go out and get some cake. It's a good thing in this house.
Speaking of weddings, what happened to your marriage?
Well, you might say the knot came untied.
And you got custody of your son. That's unusual.
Well, my ex is a very unusual woman.
Does she ever see your son?
Only if she has a picture of him. We don't know where she's at.
Do you care?
No.
Who asked for the divorce?
Well, you might say, I got the feeling that something was wrong when she didn't show up for at least 2 weeks.
Do you think that you'll ever get married again?
Are you asking? What about you? I mean, you're young, educated, beautiful-looking woman. You ever been married?
The guy I asked said no.
Hey, everyone, it's time to throw the bouquet now.
Before I throw my bouquet, I just want to thank each and every one of you for making this one of the happiest days of my life. Mom and Dad, I love you. And I love all of you, too. Okay. Ready? 1,
2, 3.
My fate is sealed. But who's the lucky man?
I just wanted to come and say that you'll always be my little girl.
Oh, thanks, Daddy. And thanks for such a beautiful wedding.
You know, I'd like to say the pleasure was all mine, but your mother enjoyed it every bit as much as I did.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
I didn't want to take it off. But I guess people might suspect I'm a newlywed or something.
You know, they just might anyway. You see, you have this certain glow about you.
Daddy, will it ever go away?
Only if you let it. Your mother and I still have it.
I wish today could last forever.
Well, I just wanted to come up, spend a few minutes with you before you leave. Are you all packed?
Are you kidding? I've been packed for 3 days. The suitcases are already in the car. Peter brought them down.
You know, it'd kill him to admit it, but Peter's going to miss you.
I'm going to miss him, too. And you and Mom. This is a lot different than going away to school, isn't it?
My mother kept my room exactly the way I left it. All through the time that I was in the Army in Germany, all through college. But the day after I got married, she turned it into a guest room.
Daddy, I've liked growing up with you.
And I've liked being your father. You know, before you were born, your mother and I prayed for a baby girl. We wanted her with long brown hair, blue eyes, creamy complexion. And like always, the Lord gave us much more than we asked for.
I love you. And if you ever want to turn my room into a guest room, that's okay with me.
Well, I think your Aunt Nancy's already done that.
You know, Daddy, sometimes I find it hard to believe that Aunt Nancy and Mom are from the same family.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Nancy's a very strange woman. But she is your mother's sister.
Yes, I know.
Well, look, you still have to get dressed, and I'll leave. But before I go, I just wanted to remind you that up until today, as your father, you were under my authority. Now that you're Ben's wife, you're under his, second only to God.
I think one of the reasons I love Ben so much is because he reminds me so much of you. Don't worry. I'll make a good wife.
I want you to promise one thing, though. That while you're away, you send your mother a card at least once in a while. She's already convinced that your ship is going to hit the first Caribbean iceberg.
I will, I promise.
I love you, baby.
Bye, Daddy.
Come on, Becky, why ruin the rest of the day? Hey, you made a mistake and I forgive you.
I made a mistake. I ruined the day.
And I forgive you. See, now we're talking together. Now that's love.
Oh, really?
You know, if it wasn't for your nasty temper, we wouldn't go on at it like this all the time.
My temper? How about the fact that you're a jerk?
Are you a jerk that loves you?
Why do I do this?
Because you love me.
That's true. Benjamin, do you have your plane tickets?
Yes, Mother.
And your traveler's checks?
Yes, Mother. She did say she was going to change, didn't she?
Get used to it, Ben. Waiting is one of the things they never tell you about.
We hate to run, but...
I bet you do.
Oh, goodbye, Peter. Take care of everything. Goodbye.
God bless you, children.
Thank you. Goodbye, Grandma. Bye. Be sure to send us a card.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, Alex.
Oh, this is enough to want to make a grown man cry.
Oh, goodbye, Mitch.
You take care of your two.
Thanks.
Have fun.
Ben?
Oh, Becky.
Oh, Lord.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, Russ.
Congratulations.
Thank
For us?
you.
Don't fall off the boat.
Okay.
Take care,
Love
man.
you. I love you too. Bye, Daddy. Oh. Goodbye, Mom.
Take care of our little girl.
Dad.
No, you can't.
Oh, that got too much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Well, we're not going anywhere.